a baby.
Hope when you were a baby, Mommy and Daddy went all the way to China on a big
Every story has its own beginning, and every life a unique path. But all children are born learning, filled with wonder. They take their first steps at home, absorbing a world of family, culture, and experience. Home is a child's first classroom, a one-of-a-kind and naturally inclusive setting. On the horizon, another classroom awaits. Kindergarten, where one teacher welcomes many children, no two alike. In the few short years before school, there's a whole world to be discovered. How will each child's story unfold?
We hold our breath till you arrive, each tiny face a sweet surprise, filled with wonder so brand new. There'll only be just one like you.
The time is short to hold you near. Oh, how you grow each passing year. It's time for school before you know. So much to share before we go.
So much to try, to touch, to know. It's little things that matter as you grow. With such big dreams, so far to go. It's little things
That matter as I grow.
They grow up quickly, don't they? Some changes are plain to see. Others, they need a closer look. Does she understand empty and full? Is she making friends? Can he predict what comes next? Leaps like these can happen suddenly or over time. Whatever the pace, a child's development responds to a helping hand. For our littlest learners, everyone can be a teacher. Every place, a classroom. And everything, an opportunity.
so much to try, to touch, to know. It's little things that matter as you grow.
How could we, okay, so we made it go down turning that way. How could we make it move back up?
Children are very hands-on. I give them plenty of opportunities to figure things out for themselves. Their favorite activities are the ones they find interesting, useful, and fun.
Doctor, I have a question. It seems that in preschool, all they do is play.
Sure, that's how they learn, by doing.
Oh.
When they play, children use all their senses. They gather and test information about the world and repeat things over and over. It's called active learning.
I hear it.
And it builds foundations in 5 areas.
Health and physical development,
Emotional and social development,
Cognitive development, language and communication,
approaches to learning.
And they're all connected.
Such big dreams, so far to go. It's little things that matter as you grow.
1, 2, look like clouds. Where do fish sleep? Mom, what? Sunscreen?
You mean sunscreen?
Young children are full of questions. Helping them find their own answers? Now you're onto something. Fortunately, curious preschoolers make great partners, especially when you know who you're working with. Some are born risk takers. Others ponder all the possibilities. And some are beginning to persist, even in the face of a challenge. Whatever their approach, all children are eager to learn, especially about things that interest them. And sometimes what interests them is us. So be a leader and let a child be your guide.
So much to hear.
So say to show.
It's little things that matter as you grow.
Babies quickly master the art of communicating basic needs. But sophisticated language takes practice and coaching.
Tell me what that is.
Daily interaction with adult partners helps children sharpen their skills. Growing readers and writers begin with the fundamentals: listening and speaking in the language they know best. It all starts with imitation, where every attempt is worth celebrating. Because it affects all areas of development, language is key to success in school and in life. So communicate a lot. Help children unlock the door to a world beyond themselves.
Orange. Banana.
Children learn the words we use. To build language, try to introduce new words during everyday activities.
What's on your head?
I wonder why they call this paper sandpaper.
Ask lots of open-ended questions and encourage children to expand one- or two-word answers into sentences.
So, young man, what would you like?
A haircut.
How would you like it, kid?
Like my daddy.
Well, that should be easy, huh, Austin? Huh?
Make it personal. We look for letters in our names. That's easy to do at home.
Make it functional. Use simple signs for daily routines and point out print to read in the environment.
I ask my preschoolers to sign in. That's a good reason to practice writing your name.
Make it fun. Let language jump off the page.
Don't forget rhymes and songs. They're a great way to identify sounds. And that's the beginning of reading.
Share stories about yesterday, today, and tomorrow. If you keep the conversation going, it improves a child's focus and teaches sequence.
Story time should be a part of every day. Tell your own tale or pick up an old favorite.
The mouse is little, the bear is bigger.
Okay, I see.
Entonces, ¿qué hay de la casa y esta?
Where everyone is.
Wheels turning fast past the fields. We're home at last. Let's eat. The end.
So much to learn, so much to know. It's little things that matter as you grow.
When you're small, there's a lot to make sense of in the world. Fortunately, children have a built-in desire to understand, organize, and use the information they collect each day. Hands-on research builds thinking skills and creates a unique and growing body of knowledge about how the world works. The more children encounter, the greater their discoveries in math, science, social connections, and the arts. So let's get ready. Little learners need big helpers as they explore, classify, and represent their world.
I'm feeding the baby. Hold on, I'm at work.
With just a few props, preschoolers begin to move from concrete to abstract thinking. Their pretend play is based on what they know.
And they're curious about what people do. The more places we visit and people we meet, the larger their cast of characters.
Kids also love to be useful. If it can be counted, sorted, measured, or stacked, it's math.
Figuring things out is fun. The world is full of materials to explore. Go ahead, be inventive. Science is everywhere.
It's how we feel and who we know. It's little things that matter as you grow.
One part of growing up is discovering that we share our world. And one of the joys is connecting with the people in it. But spending time with others can mean competing needs. A fact of life that young children are just beginning to recognize. As they separate from caregivers, preschoolers begin to develop the social skills they need to get along. Over time, our gentle guidance helps them gain control of their behavior, opening the door to cooperative play and friendship. When we provide dependable and loving relationships, we set the stage for a child's healthy, emotional, and social development.
I'm Big. I'm Millie. I'm John. I'm hungry.
Preschoolers are happy to tell you who they are and what they like. I help them with more complicated things, like expressing feelings appropriately and solving conflict.
Social skills blossom in a caring classroom community. But children learn at home too. Playing with others is an opportunity to respect differences, ask for help, and follow rules. Plus, it's fun.
There's a sense of belonging when children feel needed and useful. In our class, we take turns doing real jobs, showing care for ourselves, our classroom, and one another.
Healthy, safe, and on the go. It's little things that matter as you grow.
children seem to grow before our eyes. With each milestone, they delight in what growing bodies can do. Their active play builds strength, stamina, and balance. Other activities improve coordination and dexterity. Newly acquired motor skills and an appetite for independence enable children to help themselves. But they can't and shouldn't do it all. Only adults can create a safe environment, provide for a child's health and nutrition, and make time for daily exercise and rest. With healthy routines in place, preschoolers are ready to learn.
So much to do, and now we know it's little things that matter as you grow.
I'm so glad you came to visit me in kindergarten today.
And so begins another chapter in the familiar story of childhood. Shaped by many hands, each tale comes to life in a unique collection of moments. And within each moment, there's opportunity. Because where children see a play set, we see a chance to join in and move. Where they see a market, we see a reason to read, write, and choose. A stick of chalk? A way to play with color, line, and shape. Even a scoop of soil is an invitation to explore. Page by page, a theme emerges. That each part of a child is inseparable from the whole. When we know where to look, we see possibilities everywhere. Invitations to celebrate the whole child. For our littlest learners, everyone can be a teacher. Every place, a classroom. And everything, an opportunity.
Say, we're ready! Ready!
We're ready.
I'm ready too.
I'm ready. I'm ready to do my part.
We're ready for school.
How will each child's story unfold? That depends on us.
With such big dreams, so far to go, it's little things
that matter as I grow.
We hold our breath till you arrive, each tiny face, a sweet surprise, filled with wonder so brand new. There'll only be just one like you.
The time is short to hold you near. Oh, how you grow each passing year. It's time for school before you know. So much to share before we go. So much to try, to touch, to know. It's little things that matter as you grow. With such big dreams, so far to go. It's little things that matter as you grow.
Making time to paint the sky, taking time to find out why. Making time to love and see, taking time for little things.
The time short to hold you near. Oh, how you grow each passing year. It's time for school before you know. So much to share before we go.
So much to try, to touch, to know. It's little things that matter as you grow, with such big dreams so far to go. It's little things that matter as you grow. Time for talk and time for play, time for you in every day. Such big dreams so far to go, so much to do, and now we know, there's so much to try, to touch, to know. It's little things that matter as you grow, with such big dreams so far to go. It's little things that matter as you grow. So much to hear, to say, to show. It's little things that matter as you grow.
So much to learn, so much to know. It's little things that matter as you grow.
It's how we feel and who we know. It's little things that matter as we grow. Healthy, safe, and on the go. It's little things that matter as you grow.
So much to do, and now we know. It's little things
that matter as I grow.
It's time for school before you know. So much to share before we go.
Is your child about to start kindergarten? Wake up! It's time to enroll. That's right, kindergarten registration has begun. Contact your local school for details on where to enroll and what to bring. Don't delay. Make sure you're set for school.
I'm ready. All set. Let's go to kindergarten. And an S, and an O, and an O.
You know your letters, Angelita.
Ever get the feeling that someone's trying to tell you something?
Here's a great book about kindergarten. Here's one about making friends.
Thanks to you, your preschooler has blossomed.
Mommy, can we get him?
Yes, honey. Look.
In language.
Would you hold it in your hand?
Knowledge.
That's probably a really good way to do it.
Confidence. And skill. Now it's time to tackle the 3 R's. No, not reading, writing, and arithmetic. We're talking routines, requirements, and relationships. That's how families prepare for kindergarten. Don't worry, when the time comes, you'll be all set for school.
We all love surprises, but young children usually like to know what's coming next. A predictable schedule helps them feel calm, secure, and in control. That's why routines are so important. The move to kindergarten means big changes ahead. One way to ease the transition is by making gradual adjustments to your daily routine. We do that in our preschool class, and you can do that at home too. Every family's different, so do what works for you. Just remember, a successful routine is a consistent one. Maybe it's the same time.
But our schedule's different each day.
That's why routines have to be flexible. If the same time doesn't work, try doing things in the same order, or use the same cues to signal a change in activity. Stopping one thing and starting something else isn't easy for young children. But routines can make transitions fun and a lot less stressful for everyone.
It's time to clean up.
As a physician, I know from research that well-rested children do better in kindergarten. A little quiet time helps everyone get through the day. At bedtime, try a consistent routine, like bath, brush, book, bed. That helps preschoolers get the 10 hours of sleep they need. In the month before school, start practicing an earlier bedtime and wake-up routine. And leave time for a healthy breakfast. To get through the day, children need energy from a balanced diet. Food can be enjoyed in many ways, but the best routine for mealtime is together. I recommend turning off the TV so you can turn on the conversation. Sharing meals lets preschoolers practice eating with a group, a skill they'll need in kindergarten. Eating together also teaches healthy choices and portion size.
When fast food's the only option, we order one bag of fries to share and a side of fruit. For drinks, it's milk or water.
At school, I want him to pick nutritious food, so we practice at dinner.
My daughter's more likely to eat a meal when she's had a hand in preparing it. And her elbow, and her chin, and her nose.
Everything about the mealtime routine is good practice for school. Serving and cleaning up, using utensils, even washing your hands. Self-help skills let preschoolers feel competent and independent. Here are a few more to practice.
Here it is, sweetie. I'll be right here.
Using a restroom away from home, getting dressed, and packing a bag. Tasks like these develop hand strength and dexterity. That helps little fingers hold scissors, crayons, and pencils when it's time to cut, draw, and write. Since it's always a good time to read, routine visits to the library, and a special time and place for stories at home are a sure way for children to fall in love with books.
So you see, that's why you don't throw away old stuff.
Mommy, it's not dark outside.
You're right, go play.
She likes to read books, play with her dolls, and she really likes to ride her bike.
That is great. Daily exercise is one habit we like to start very early. It builds strength and stamina and maintains healthy body weight. But there's more. Active outdoor play connects children with one another and with nature. It stimulates their brain and reduces stress. Exercise and unstructured play should be part of every child's daily routine.
The best part of the new school year is welcoming your little ones to kindergarten. But as a principal, I know a lot needs to happen before they arrive. Enrollment, physicals, even a visit to school. Getting set takes time, so the best advice is to start early. Come on, I'll walk you through it. The first thing to know is which school to attend. In some districts, you'll be assigned to a school. If there's a choice of schools, plan to visit and check for application deadlines up to a year in advance. Once you know your school, call or visit the website for enrollment information. Note the age requirement, registration period, and papers you'll need. It helps to set up a special place at home to organize important papers that are typically required for enrollment. Proof of address, certified birth certificate, and health assessment form. Getting set for kindergarten also requires a visit to the doctor for a head-to-toe physical exam and sometimes immunizations.
She's doing great. Here's your health assessment form. You're all set.
Thank you.
You are going to love kindergarten.
Yes, I am.
Good afternoon. What can I help you with?
I'm here today to...
The last step is bringing your paperwork to school to enroll.
Still with us? Good, we're almost there. Now you know some healthy routines and your child's registered. So what's left? Building the family-school relationship. Some districts want to meet kindergartners before school begins. Don't worry, it's not a test. Screening is just a way for teachers to get to know children individually. That helps us understand how each child learns best. If your child has special needs, you'll meet with school staff and make appropriate plans for a smooth transition. Making the move to kindergarten is easier when you know what to expect. For kindergarten teachers like me, that's easy, but it may be new for you. It helps to visit. In the year before kindergarten, visit alone in the fall to see our newest arrivals. Children are curious and sometimes a little anxious about school. So later in the year, bring your preschooler along for a peek at a kindergarten classroom. When it's your turn to start school, events like Meet the Teacher Night help us get acquainted. Some schools send a transition packet, so families and preschool teachers can tell us all about a child. Teachers may be the experts at school, but you're the expert at home. We need to share our knowledge.
What are your hopes and dreams for Isabel?
Well, she always talks about being a veterinarian.
Who handles discipline?
Well, actually, we work together.
In your pre-K class, did Jose like to play alone or with others?
At first, he did play alone.
¿Es posible visitar las clases?
He wants to know if he's allowed to come visit the classroom.
Yes, of course.
Sí, claro.
Face-to-face meetings are just one way to communicate. Whichever way works best, the key is staying involved. So, what is everyone trying to tell you? That kindergarten is all about ready, set, go. You're ready when you know the expectations. You're set with routines, requirements, and relationships. And soon, it will be time to go. The good news is you're prepared and your child is going to thrive. All that's left is making the move to kindergarten.
I'm Roselda. I go to kindergarten. I'm Austin. I'm in kindergarten. I'm Michaela. I go to kindergarten. Guess what? We all go to kindergarten, and pretty soon you will too. Are you wondering what happens in kindergarten? Wanna see? Come on, follow us. I'm ready. All set. Let's go to kindergarten. The day starts in the morning when you get ready for school. You're a big kid like us now, so you'll go to elementary school. Lots of children ride the bus. Or your family may ride in a car. If you live close, you might even be able to walk to school. When you arrive at school, it's busy. Buses and cars come and go. Look at all the children. Some are in kindergarten, just like us, but others are older. Don't worry, you won't get lost at school. The grown-ups help you find your way. Some kids stop for breakfast, but I can't wait to get to my classroom. Oops, we always walk in the hallways at school.
Good morning, Anna. Buenos días, Eric.
See how happy the teachers are to see us? Your teacher might be a man or a woman. Either way, they'll make sure you have something fun to learn each day. Look! Everyone has a special place to keep their things. In some schools, children wear the same color clothes, called a uniform. Not at my school, but we all wear student ID with our name on it. I'm Francisco. Hey there, neighbor! Look at all my friends. I didn't know them when I came to school, but now we talk and play all the time. You'll make new friends at school too. There's lots to do in kindergarten. Do you think we need a closer look? There, that's better. I bet you already know about some of these things in our room, but do you see some new things too? Awesome! It's fun to try out all the different things there are to do in kindergarten.
Good morning, boys and girls.
School starts with announcements by the principal. Principals run the school. They have helpers in the office called secretaries. In the classroom, we take turns as helpers too. But my teacher says our most important job is to learn. Follow us! Every morning, we sit on the carpet to plan our day.
Raise your hand if you
The first thing you learn in kindergarten is to raise your hand if you want to talk. The teacher calls on us one at a time. Taking turns talking and listening gets us ready to read and write. Can you believe it? We're learning to read in kindergarten. First, we learn the letters and the sounds they make. Then we practice putting sounds together to make words.
Very good.
D, A, G. Dog. I like to write letters to brown bear. I like making funny words. Ribble dibble. Go chicken. Nickel gickle. We make rhymes too, like fun run. Truck duck. I like homework. How my teacher's nice. My favorite part is reading stories with Miss Hayes. What's yours? Reading my story. My friend is Aaron and we like like to pick flowers. Writing takes practice, so we do it every day, especially our names. We write stories too, to go with our pictures. Look at all the words we know. Sometimes we go to the media center at school to read and write. Have you ever seen so many books? The media teacher reads a story, and you draw pictures about it. But here's the best part. You can borrow any book you want and take it home to read with your family. Isn't that awesome? Our teacher comes to get us, and we stop at the bathroom in the hallway. There's one for boys and one for girls. You take turns going in. When we're finished, we button and zip and wash our hands. Can you do that? That's Miss Robinson. She has an important job at our school.
I'm the custodian. I make sure that everything is clean and safe.
At my school, the bathroom is right in the classroom. That makes it easy. Back to work. Let's learn about the world around us. In science, we study animals and nature. I have a guinea pig, just like that one. We learned about families and communities and social studies. We learn how we're alike and different, but we're all special. Some of my friends have families who speak another language.
The ESL teacher helps children do their best with English.
Our school has other helpers too, like the nurse.
If you're sick or get hurt, the nurse helps you feel better until you go home.
If you ever want to talk about your feelings, there's somebody at school called a counselor.
There's another helper called a physical therapist who can help you move around at school.
After our busy morning, it's time to move around. Let's go play. Running and climbing make me hungry. Good thing it's time for... You can eat something you brought from home, or buy lunch at school in a place called the cafeteria. It's easy. Just let the workers know what you want. They have everything you need. Your teacher will show you how to pay for lunch. Then you carry your tray and sit with all your friends. Don't worry if you forget something. Raise your hand and ask for help. It's simple as that. Lunch is my favorite part of the day. In kindergarten, you'll do something special each day. One day, you'll go to the gym to exercise and play games. Another day, we learn music. Bongos are really loud. Our music teacher helps us share instruments, so everyone gets a turn. Other days, you'll work on computers. Sometimes we draw and paint with the art teacher. Then we save our favorite projects to show our families. Look what I made. When it's time for math, Guess what we learned? Writing numbers. The calendar. Counting 1, 2, 3, 4. Shapes. Sometimes the teacher chooses what we do. Sometimes we choose. And sometimes we decide together. Our teacher is so proud of us when we show teamwork. That means everybody helps one another. As our day ends, the teacher gives us books to read to practice what we learned at school. We put everything away and sing a song. Then there are lots of goodbyes until we see our friends at school the next day. After school, we all go different places. I ride the bus home. I ride in the car with my family. But some of my friends walk home. I go to the after-school program, and then I go home.
How was kindergarten today?
Mommy, I had so much fun in school. I can't wait to come back tomorrow.
I'm so proud of you.
Our breath till you arrive, each tiny face a sweet surprise, filled with wonder so brand new. There'll only be just one like you. The time is short to hold you near. Oh, how you grow each passing year. It's time for school before you know. So much to share before we go. So much to try, to touch, to know. It's little things that matter as you grow. With such big dreams, so far to go. It's little things that matter as you grow.
Making time to paint the sky. Taking time to find out why. Making time to love and sing. Taking time for little things.
The time is short to hold you near. Oh, how you grow each passing year. It's time for school before you know. So much to share before we go.
So much to try, to touch, to know. It's little things that matter as you grow. With such big dreams, so far to go. It's little things that matter as you grow. Time for talk and time for play. Time for you in every day. Such big dreams, so far to go. So much to do, and now we know. We know there's so much to try, to touch, to with such big dreams, so far to go. It's little things that matter as you grow. So much to hear, to say, to show. It's little things that matter as you grow.
So much to learn, so much to know. It's little things that matter as you grow.
It's how we feel and who we know. It's little things that matter as we grow. Healthy, safe, and on the go. It's little things that matter as you grow.
So much to do,